July is a month that will be challenging for some and uplifting for others. Many are beginning to recognize and to choose to stay awake rather than go back to sleep. This choice is quickening the expansion of intuitive gifts coming online. More and more are being affected, even when they have not consciously made the choice to awaken. Heads will continue to turn toward the political arena. More energy will be cast into this fire. Do not fall prey or victim to the shadow of ignorance. Being caught up in a story that is spun gets you trapped in the same web. They are feeding on the emotions of injustice and the feelings of vengeance. This prevents unity. The plan regarding cosmic contact with galactic civilizations is set for an appropriate timeline. A request has been made for us to not disclose this information, but we feel it important to, at the least, share the possibility of this occurring. Hello. My name is Eluna. I am an akashic channeler and a psychospiritual healer, and I tune in every month to the energies that are upcoming for us as a collective, and I usually speak with my personal guides. They are 3 Pleiadian priestesses. They have been with me pretty much since the beginning of my life here on Earth, and they were also with me in a past life. They essentially help me with my own day-to-day functioning, actually, as a human in this world, especially when I was younger. They gave a lot of guidance in that way. And they guide me now in regards to how I can best be of service for the collective as an individual, one-on-one with people, and then also when I am working with groups or just offering something like this for a group of people. So this month specifically, they brought through some very interesting themes with some somewhat abstract information and then also some somewhat specific information. So it was kind of a mix. And it was really about how you as an individual will be affected, how a smaller collective or community around you will be affected, and then also how the wider global community is going to be affected in different ways with regards to specific themes. So it was quite a multi-layered experience, and it did feel quite strong this month. I actually asked them to not talk about some things, and they did anyway. So I was asking if there was another way to talk about it. It was in regards to a specific theme that came through that I was just not expecting. So I always get nervous around certain themes if it's regarding a global population of people, and it seems like something that might be scary, that some people might feel fear around. I just hesitate because I don't want to create more fear. But they explained that is not the purpose of their sharing. It is actually to do the opposite. It is to share this information ahead of time, to simply say that it is a high likelihood this is going to take place, and also to share that it's actually not going to be a catastrophic in any way. And it is an indication of the collective moving in a very positive direction regarding our food systems. So you will hear all about that in this video, but I just wanted to share that was on my heart. So I look forward to hearing how this lands for you in the comments and just what you think of it all. I love to hear from you. I really do. Deepening in trust. This is a theme for July. You are all learning to deepen into trust in your own selves, and this trust is then being extended to your outer community, reaching out like branches reach to the sun. You are all extending yourselves toward the other. This is creating a closer-knit community, a tighter and stronger community. This is what we have wanted to see on Earth. This is what our messages have been inspiring from the beginning. And we are grateful to see this change taking place more and more on the planet and in the hearts of humanity at this time. July is a month that will be challenging for some and uplifting for others, inviting them into trust of their own journey, trust of their own path, trust in the choices that they have made that have led them to this place, to this path, to this place on their path, to the current situation that they find themselves in. There will also be trust, broadened and deepened. For those who feel uplifted, they will extend and reach out a hand in ways that they have not previously or are not prone to doing usually. A sweeter and tighter development of community awaits you for those who are ready and willing to open to trust. Further development of intuitive gifts comes online again this year, this month. It is a theme for this year, and this month heightens this once again. Many are beginning to recognize and to choose to stay awake rather than go back to sleep. This choice is quickening the expansion of intuitive gifts coming online for humanity. This means that more and more are being affected, even when they have not consciously made the choice to awaken, but somewhere in their heart they have made this choice. They have said or expressed in some form or the other that they want to know what more there is to life. There must be more, they say, and they ask what this is. In their heart of hearts, they ask this question, and so they are given an answer. And not always do they receive this answer graciously. Some, it is a shock. For others, it is a delight. And for others, it is simply confusing. This is why the energy of trust is necessary at this time. This is why we invite and even encourage you to reach out your hand if you feel called, to tightening your community. And we mean your real community, the beings who know you, who understand you, who see you inside and out, who do not believe that you are living a double life, who know you, the real you, because your soul is what they see, what they know, your heart is who they speak to. These beings, and if you are in the position, as many of you are, of creating this community, then this is the month to fortify your bonds with this community, with your community, and feel the trust, feel the growing strength, and know that you are able to support one another when confusion or shock arises, or to share in delight when this arises. Heads will continue to turn toward the political arena as the later months draw near. More energy will be cast into this fire, attempting to draw many closer toward it and be distracted, enraged, and some enamored by the flames they see before them. Most of it tactics to incite fear and division. We wish for you to rise above this place. Do not become distracted by the flames of this fire that has been built for this very purpose of distraction, of division, of preventing the upliftment and connection of humanity. This is done out of ignorance. It must be recognized so that you too do not choose to participate in this ignorance. Do not fall prey or victim to the shadow of ignorance and to all that comes with this shadow, including and most notably the desire to go back to sleep, being caught up in a story that is spun, gets you trapped in the same web. Choose to lift above it, to see beyond what is first presented, to recognize that it is ignorance acting in ignorance. You do not have to choose ignorance. You can choose full conscious awareness. The political sphere will be very lit up with drama. There will be many debates. And for those who are not equipped, this will stir up many emotions within them. They are feeding on the emotions of what already exists within most beings, the feelings of injustice and the feelings of vengeance, for it is these two energies that are most easily fed when a wrong is spoken about. A so-called wrong is made to the public eye regarding one person or one group or type of people. This perpetuates division. And more importantly, what we want you to understand is that this prevents unity. It prevents peace. Choose unity. Unity means no sides. Unity means a higher perspective in which all perspectives are seen as equal, valuable, meaningful. Those perspectives which are rooted in conscious awareness and not the shadow of ignorance. Which game will you choose to play? The game of sides or the game of conscious awareness? A request has been made for us to not disclose this information, but we feel it important to, at the least, share the possibility of this occurring. For some on this planet, there is the possibility of being affected by a food shortage, not this month, throughout the rest of this year, in regards to weather occurrences taking place this month, affecting major crops such as rice and other grains. There will be weather patterns that take place that are either abnormal or more extreme than normal, and will affect parts of the earth that produce this type of food. As we said, this will not affect the entire population of the planet, but some will be affected, and it is more of a foreshadowing of what may happen in the future if the systems of food production and distribution are not modified. This is not what would be called global catastrophe. It is simply an occurrence that will likely happen affecting a smaller population of the planet in order to bring this issue to light. We wish you to be aware of this. Simply to know that food systems and the food distribution system will be modified and must be looked at and will be talked about at length later this year, beginning in July, from weather patterns taking place this month. Our final piece that we wish to share is to inform you that the general plan and general timeline of what humanity has chosen to align to regarding cosmic and global contact with galactic civilizations is underway and is set for an appropriate timeline that will occur in a brief time, a short few years from now. This is in accordance with the collective choice, the willpower, and the sovereignty of humanity. We are delighted to participate and be a part of this change and this choice to once again unite with cosmic family on Earth. We, the Pleiadians, have watched Earth closely for so long, and it would be very much similar to reuniting with a younger sibling or a younger family member that you consider to be very close and love and adore. Because of this galactic alignment taking place, Pleiadian energy, we as beings, are more easily accessible during this time. We invite you to call on us when you wish to experience this energy. We are available. We are open to you. Thank you. My energy stays with me. Your energy stays with you. Thank you all so much for being here, joining me for another month. I'm sending you all my love. May you remember your magic today.